Hello, part 2. 6 of Swords have come up and back to back with the 9 of Swords. In both these cards, there is unease, dissatisfaction, fear, depression, knowing that you cannot live in the past. A decision has to be made, and you know this. Perhaps even going to see someone who can counsel you in certain matters. And with much heartache and emotional disruption, you made it your resolve to make that decision at 16 years of age, which was very brave, very courageous. You chose to strive out on your own, and you were in the vortex of doing that. Yeah. The party, the graduation party, the organisation of that were an acquaintance, and of course Magdeline, your bestie. Think about these two, and if you want to go a little bit deeper into that, please do so at Chris Ann's www.thelightseers Chris Ann, and it goes deeply into the explanations. This is just a tipper in the bucket, just a little in the bucket, and it explains these two deeply. We could spend several hours on these two, but there was more going on in this young woman's life. And it was emotionally it was a challenging time emotionally for such a young woman. Who she was just she's just into the cusp of being a young lady, not womanhood. She's light years away from that. But physical, the adorning of the physical attributes of the body. She's on the cusp of that. And when we feel things for the very first time, it is so enhanced. You feel you can't breathe, you can't live. And if you are any creative type of person and you are sensitive, perhaps even an empath in some ways, I feel this young girl was. She felt things deeply, and that graduation get together, she was going to get out of her head because she'd been living inside her head, perhaps with Jagger for quite some time, that had literally had drained her. And he knew how to manipulate this young lady, and he was still trying, even on the night of that party. And she was not saying, go do it the other way around, just kind of feels rightly. She was not saying what he was wanting to hear. I'm sorry you're going through that. Clearly, she had made that a point. It was pointed. I'm not going through that anymore. I have made up my mind. I have pulled myself up by my bootstraps. It's just a suggestion. That's all it is. All right. So that night, this young man, he plays heavily into this. He really does. I mean, death and rebirth straight after. Ooh. All right, what have we got here? Okay, we've got temperance. This is upside down. Archangel Michael is a divine calling. Balancing this situation up, trying to balance it, to get things on even par. But there's a struggle here. It's almost like there's a mental struggle. It came upside down, so I'll remember that. This young lady, look at that. She's strong. She has the agility and the softness, but she has the strength of a lion. Yes. The heart there it doesn't dominate the picture, but it's there. It's there for this guy. It really is. She's Ace of Pentacles. She's cultivating her life, her parents, there you go, or her family. This man here looks like her stepfather, actually. I'm just going to go into that. The stepfather. What's going on with the stepfather? All right, we've got Queen of Pentacles. That's Mum. All right, we've got Mum here who is very people like her. She's funny, she's witty, she's come over. Let's eat and enjoy, just come. Let's play some music. You know, it was a lovely mix of people there. And I think Jag liked it. He liked it because she was a cool mum. She was a cool mum. She was grounded. She was warm. She wasn't a silly mother. She knew her daughter, and she knew her daughter's weaknesses. There you go. Another one. Yes, she was gifted in the arts and the esoterics as well. And financially, they were sound. She was abundant in many things. You've got the wonderful, the dove there, which is pure, being looked after, being watched over. And what have we got here? The magician. Here we go. This, for some reason, it reminds me of this guy, the magician. It reminds me of him, and I don't. I just feel off when it's connected to this young man. And we've got the King of Pentacles again. He's showing up. Yeah. Queen, I think Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. The beard there. He's comfortable. The relationship between the stepfather and this young lady, Kelli, Rodney, was there anything that would one be concerned about the relationship between the stepfather and the daughter? We've got the Empress. 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm getting no. Hanging the Hanged Man. Right, brilliant person, who knows? The 4 of Swords, resting, guarding the heart. Yeah, guarding the heart. 5 of Swords. Overwhelmed, feeling overwhelmed, feeling conflict. Yes. Okay. Something is not good. Not right here. Something is beginning. There's a birthing of something. Sorry, take these 2 out. Coveting, wanting. Looking after yourself, looking after oneself. But the Wands, there is a feeling of wanting what the other has. Jealousies. All right. The family life. Look at that. It's wholesome. It's abundant. It's healthy. There's love there. There's a future there. There's planning there. Okay. Nothing has come up where there's concern with the stepfather. If there is concern with the stepfather, that perhaps there's a development there that needs to be looked into. Angels, would you please let me know if there's something that needs investigating, perhaps. Okay, the World. Now, this young lady was at the World, the pinnacle of where she would dive, springboard into her life. This was starting. How lovely is that? Okay? The world at her feet. Number 10. The end of this guy and all this that he'd brought with him into Kylie's life, she was moving away from that. The wheel of life was beginning to turn for her. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, and we have the Hierophant here, the wonderful Hierophant who is always looking ahead. The Hierophant